Yeah. I doubt if I could do what I'm trying to do in 5 minutes.
You just have to try.
I doubt if it is humanly possible in five
It is.
minutes.
What God cannot do does not exist. It's the time.
Yeah, right. That's what they'll say. um, how do we even put this? It is quite a beautiful day today, and quite a lot is going on. I'm grateful to God to be alive today because quite a lot is going on. Ada, what do you think?
Quite a lot. Like,
Let us even start with that. I was saying earlier on, we've got some gist for you. I don't even know how to put this on the table. I don't even know how to start. You know, because this is major news, and we don't know how this is going to swing. We don't know in what direction this would swing. So let us start anyway. I did promise everyone that we're going to discuss this on Live and Dangerous. Ada is reminding me that we don't have much of Live and Dangerous left, but hey, whatever we have, we will still manage and use. No be so. We go kuku manage them, we go kuku use them. We don't feel vex with anybody. So, biggest story today, Nnamdi Kanu arrested. Before I even go any further, what is your take, Ada?
wow, Daddy Freeze.
Hmm.
Okay. When I saw the arrest, I patiently waited to hear him talk. I was surprised for him to say he was, he left the country out of insecurity. He was being attacked and all of that. But why did you? You weren't supposed to. I mean, there are so many things to talk about this, but then again, I am keeping my cool. But it's actually good that outside Nigeria is working for this one. Let him come back and then let the court business, just let them do their thing.
Okay, I'm going to quickly address this. I'm going to try to keep this as bereft of sentiment as possible so we address. First things first, I'm going to use CNN's story on this. Nigerian separatist leader brought back to Nigeria to face trial. According to CNN's website, leader Nnamdi Kanu was located and brought back to Nigeria to face trial for terrorism, Nigeria's Minister for Justice Abubakar Malami said in a press conference today. He went missing when he failed to appear in court in 2015, and his whereabouts prior to the arrest was unknown. Officials did not disclose where he was apprehended. He has been brought back to Nigeria in order to continue facing trial after disappearing while on bail regarding an 11-count charge against him, Malami said. Kanu was apprehended on Sunday, June 25th. He was initially arrested on the 14th of October 2015 on an 11-count charge bordering on terrorism, treasonable felony, managing an unlawful society, publication of defamatory material, illegal possession of firearms, and so many other things. Now, I was reading, just for an update, I was reading Reno Omokri's page. And this is what Reno has to say about Nnamdi Kanu. He said, and I'm quoting Reno Omokri, he said, I just spoke with a top UK government source. Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested or extradited by the British. According to this official, Kanu was almost definitely arrested in Kenya, and it was an illegal detention. I won't reveal my source, but I have him on record. This is from Reno Omokri. For those who do not know how these things operate, the United Kingdom is a civilized nation that is governed by the rule of law. No one, no matter how wanted, can be arrested or extradited without extradition hearings before a court, especially when that person is a British citizen. There are Nigerians who are currently fighting their extradition to Nigeria in court in the UK. They cannot leave the UK on their own volition or on the request of the Nigerian government until the hearings are exhausted. If they lose at the court of first instance, they have a right of appeal. I repeat, Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested or extradited by the British government. This is Reno Omokri saying this. Somebody comes to my page and the first thing he says is, you must be foolish, blah, 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 blah. How did your parents raise you? As in, because I'm streaming live on Facebook. You know, the first thing is, you must be foolish. You see, these are the behaviors people have, and nobody takes people seriously. Now, there are many twists to Nnamdi Kanu's story.
Yeah.
First twist is, so Nigeria can arrest someone who is not on Nigerian soil. But the people perpetrating trouble in Nigeria, how many have they arrested?
They're working on it.
No, it's a question. It's a question. How many bandit leaders? How many, what's the other group? Herdsmen leaders.
Unknown gunmen.
How many unknown gunmen leaders have been arrested? The unknown gunmen are in Nigeria. All these people are here with us. Meanwhile, whether it's Kenya or whether it's UK, one thing we can establish is he was not in Nigeria. So this, then somebody tweets, they have spoken the language he understands. I'm a bit worried. About this, and to be honest, justice is not justice unless it is not just justice for all, but it is seen done for all. It's one thing to give you justice behind the bar, no, justice must be done and must be seen to be done. So I have a bit of a worry about that. Now, what are we so afraid of? There's so many issues in Nigeria that need to be addressed. People are asking questions. And these questions are not being answered. Fine, let's be honest, Nnamdi Kanu sabi overdue. However, are his people getting answers? That's it. Yeah?
Do you actually know that this move clearly shows that it shows where this government interest is at? I don't know if you get the whole.
You know me, I don't want to talk much about government because before you know you, they'll add me and you to them.
This single act indicates that if the government wants to end insecurity in this country.
Yeah, that's what it's showing to me. So you guys can actually fish out Nnamdi Kanu. It means you can literally fish out anyone you guys want to fish out.
It's just making me feel some things happening are a bit political, but okay.
It means you can literally fish out anyone you want to fish out. The problem is, where are you fishing? Where are you fishing? So the question is, let's say this. Nnamdi Kanu is he's volatile, he's this, he's that. It's just like when they say Daddy Freeze is rude. You see, the fact that Daddy Freeze is rude does not mean Daddy Freeze is not asking pertinent questions. It does not mean that Daddy Freeze is not bringing to the fore pertinent issues. It's not that the issues that Daddy Freeze is bringing, the biblical discourse, the doctrinal issues he's addressing, it's not like your pastors have been able to counter him. But you just focus on one thing. Daddy Freeze is rude. Let's remove Nnamdi Kanu from this picture totally. The questions the Igbo people are asking, how many of them have been answered? Let's remove Nnamdi Kanu. Let's forget about Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu, they problematic. Nnamdi Kanu to talk. Nnamdi Kanu to this. Okay, let's remove Nnamdi Kanu and keep him one side. Let us now talk about the issues that led to Nnamdi Kanu. The issues that are still on ground. How many have been answered? In what way are these people who are Nigerians, who have been referred to as a dot? Abi? Let's take this little dot and the questions the dot is asking. How many have been answered? Nnamdi Kanu is one person. As long as the issues linger, these people will continue to cry out. These people will have to cry. Somebody is saying, they are Daddy Freeze, you don't have to be rude about it. Let me tell you something. One of the reasons why I came to prominence was because I was able to be rude to your highest Jews. That's what brought me to prominence. All those people who under the ground will be murmuring, they know what these people are doing is bad. They'll be murmuring, they'll be murmuring, they'll be murmuring. Is when you can stand up and actually face people. That's when they start taking you seriously. I learned it the hard way. One of the reasons why he came to prominence was because he was able to break down many. Of course, I wouldn't say I support the way Nnamdi Kanu does his stuff. Of course not. There are some things he does and I'm wondering, like, this is a bit overblown. But that does not move to the back bench the issues that these people are crying out for. If Nnamdi Kanu is, let me ask you a question. If Nnamdi Kanu is removed, let's just say he's thrown in prison for the rest of his life or he's done away with, would the issues go away? Ada, will the issues go away if Nnamdi Kanu is done away with?
I honestly don't see the possibility. I mean,
It's you see, something that has been happening since the 60s. Even if you like, carry Nnamdi Kanu and tattoo all the issues on his body and do away with him, the issues will still linger. How do you solve issues? By dealing with them. It just be like marriage. Husband they cheat, wife no talk. No mean say everything they okay. Many men and many women have made that mistake because the person know they talk. One day, the day we talk, Ojo on board and Yoruba people they talk. The day of talk they come, and that day where that talk go come, people go talk. People go still talk. Why are these people's agitations not addressed? How hard is it? Are these people this wicked that you cannot even sit down and talk to them? Are they this wicked that, oh, these people are so horrible, nobody can talk to them? Have you tried? Do you know we are negotiating with bandits at this stage? We are negotiating with all sorts of people except these poor people. The effort we are putting in the bandits, can we move the effort to other aggrieved Nigerians? Is a question. It's a question. Up up until now, I've always believed in Nigeria. Let's make this Nigeria work. However, looking at what's on the ground, even I am worried. I'm worried. And as God will have it, I have in-laws that are Igbos. I didn't choose them. And when person na your in-law, you don't turn your family. Abiada?
True.
You don't turn your family. You will not want anything sad to happen to your in-laws or to your family members. And this is where I know all of you disagree with me and say that the freeze, you have turned this into... This is where the church has failed us. Let me tell you, the church preaches prosperity. Nigeria, I was reading something on Linda Ikeji. Aliko Dangote, Mike Adenuga, and Abdul Samad Rabiu with Tony Elumelu were in France. Those are remove Tony Elumelu is not a billionaire in dollars, at least not according to Forbes or to the reports we are familiar with. Those are our 3 billionaires. Dangote, Rabiu, Adenuga. Out of the 3 billionaires, 2 are Muslim. Only Adenuga is Christian. So in a whole country with 205 million people, out of which 51% is Christian, and out of that 51%, we can comfortably say half are preaching a prosperity doctrine. You have only 1 Christian billionaire. My question is, where's the prosperity? Obviously, our tithing, our seeding, our praying, our fasting has not yielded us that prosperity. Not only do we have only 1 Christian billionaire, mind you, the Netherlands, that is irreligious, they have 33 billionaires, and they are 10% of our population, and they have 33 billionaires. We, 205 million, only 1 Christian billionaire. Now, I want to ask you, we are now the poverty capital of the world, dragging poverty with India and China. Countries with their populations in the billions. So the prosperity doctrine has failed us. Our life expectancy rate is only 54 years. At most, the highest statistics I've seen is 60 years for Nigeria. Meanwhile, irreligious countries, 80 years and above. So we don't even have long life. We don't have money. Look at our healthcare system. Look at our educational sector. Look all around you, insecurity and everything. And you see, in as much as you want to pin this, you tell a Christian this, the next thing they'll tell you is that, is that the job of the church or the job of the government? And okay, you might seem a bit vague, but Christ's message primarily is love. The scriptures are very clear. It says, let love be your highest goal. Luke chapter 10, if you read from 25, who was able to enter the kingdom of God? The one who showed love, the good Samaritan. The main thing that I'll tell you that our current type of religion is failing us is there is no love. How can we have 51% of 205 million as Christians and we don't have any love for one another? That is why I can tell you, look at Nigeria. Where is the love? Where is the love for each and every one of the people we consider minority? Where's that love? All we've managed to do is a love for money, and we don't still have that money. The problem in Nigeria is bigger than Nnamdi Kanu. There are unanswered questions that need to be answered. whether you like it or not, if you don't handle these issues carefully, you are raising youths that are only going to be angry. You see, a good father sits down with his sons and explains to them, there's no money. You might have to drop out of school and go to the farm. And I'm going to do this. I have 7 sons. One is the most brilliant, but he's studying medicine. The second one is also very brilliant. He's studying banking. The rest are managing to go to school. And I have a cash flow problem. I'm going to sit them down. I'm going to say, you know what? In the next term, whoever has the highest grade, I can only send 2 people to school. Whoever has the highest grade and can maintain the highest grade, 2 of them, the top 2 will go to school. The rest of you will go back to the farm. They can't kill their father. They see that their father has sold everything he has. He doesn't have anything left. What they want to see is their father showing them love. That, okay, my sons, I can't afford to send all of you to school. Here are our alternate plans. But not when you now take a son that is just average, that you just decide that you love him. Not that he did better than all the rest of them. And you just decide that that's the one you want to be pushing to university level. Then the one that is studying medicine, that his grades are the highest out of all your sons, that one now has to drop out to come and work on the farm. Do you think the other sons will be happy with their father? If the father says, get me the best grades, and your grades are average, and he says, for this you are not going to university because you are not qualified for the 2 I want to send to university. Be angry all you want. Other brothers go, when you carry your matter, go meet your uncle. Waiting you to do. My past said, why you two no get grade now? Maybe your 2 other brothers, they clearly did better than you. Oh yeah, pele, go and work on the farm. After a while, things will be better. Abiada. But when you carry your own matter to go and meet somebody and they see that you yourself are at fault, people go blame you.
True.
This is Nigeria's situation right now. I know I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that Nigeria does not have money. I know personally. I have done the analysis. The whole oil we sold in 2020 is competing with AirPod. Oh, you did not know? We are not talking of Apple Watch. Oh. Apple Watch sold more than Nigeria sold oil. iPhone, you don't even want to go there. Apple as a company is probably dragging GDP with Nigeria. Oil for oil. Some Apple products are already overtaking what we are selling in oil. So it's only a matter of time. I know we don't have money. My problem is the lack of money. How is it being addressed? How are the aggrieved how are they made? Now listen to this. Imagine this situation. I'm just using this. The father has 7 sons. The last son, house girl born out for him. And the father said, only 2 of you will go to the university. And the 2 who have the highest grades. That house girl's son now has the highest grade. Should the father not send him to university? Or should the father say, hey, because no, you are house girl's son, I will send my real sons first? How do you think will people perceive that father to be fair? These are the things that need answering.
Okay, Daddy Freeze. 25 minutes gone past.
Yes, my darling.
So,
thank you so much.
I think we'll continue with this tomorrow. Don't you think so?
We will try to. Hopefully, we will be. They will allow us to.
Of course, Daddy Freeze.
All right, my darling. Do take care of yourself.
All right, thank you too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, I guess that's as far as we can go. What Nigeria and Nigerians need is a show of love and affection. Nigerians want to feel among. Nigerians want to feel like they're part of Nigeria. Even if there's insecurity, even if there's poverty, even if the crime rate is soaring, Nigerians want to feel like Nigerians. Make them feel like Nigerians. Because it is one thing for you to tell a son that, now house girl born you, and expect that son not to say, okay, let me go to my mother's family. At least if I'm with my mother's family, I have the chance of being treated fairly. And then you are angry. No, you are not going to go to your mother's family. Which day is he not going to go? Can we start addressing each other with love? And by love, you see, there is nothing I love you, I love you. Love includes sacrifice. You want there to be peace. There has to be some level of sacrifice. You can't just shut people down, keep them quiet. How long do you want to do that for? They close down Twitter. Are people not still talking? If you close down all the social media, people will still continue to talk. You can't unring a bell. What can be done is you sit your children down like a father and talk to them. Let them know what you are doing is fair. Let them know the criteria that you are using to take your measurements is across board and fair. Let them see themselves being represented in love. And I tell you the truth, they will give you their support. Even those among them who are looking for trouble, now them go to caution themselves, say, hey, keep quiet. As I'm speaking to you today, Toyota is being launched in Ghana. Nobody used Toyota, rich Nigerians. Very soon, the motorway you they use go come from your tiny neighbor. This oil that we are fighting over, in 15 years, it is going to be useful mostly for frying. And I hope we like lizard meat because that's very popular around here. So we use your oil to fry lizard meat. We need to, you see, love is by example. And I'm not seeing the example. Don't shut your people up. Listen to them. It's one of the most difficult things being a leader. It's easier to be a ruler. Just come and rule everybody. Hey, all of you. Hey. To be a leader, your followers must climb your back to success. Your back must be aching with the load of your followers stepping upon you to get to success as a leader. Your back must be, as in every night, they must be massaging your back with oils and you must be screaming in pain if you are a true leader. Because people are stepping on your back into success. Leadership is not a place of receiving. It is a place of giving. There are people who are walking today Justice can never be selective. There must be justice for everyone, and justice must be seen to be for everyone. One of the reasons why people are crying is because they're not seeing it. Show them. Give them a glimpse. Let people see that there's fairness. Let people see that there's justice. Let people see that there is equality. Let people see that they're being represented. You'll be amazed how much we can solve with that. So thank you so much, everyone. I pray Nnamdi Kanu gets justice. And I pray that all of us in Nigeria receive justice. Thank you, all of you. And I will keep saying, leadership, listen to the people. Listen to the people. When we're growing up, I don't know if it happened in your own home. My dad used to shut us up. Keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet. I also find myself doing it to the kids. Hey, you keep quiet, I don't want to hear it. You know? I don't know how, you see, this is why your government does not listen to you. Christian Chukwu came here and said, thunder, fire you. When you have an attitude like that, how is your government going to listen to you? When your parents failed to raise you, instead they were planting corn and raising the corn so that they can eat. You, they failed to raise. Your head is empty, filled with breeze. So if they put your ear for a rug, you go clean them like vacuum cleaner because that's all you go they do. And you expect your government to listen to you. These are the kind of foolish people that we have here that are putting the rest of us in jeopardy. Anyway, what was I saying? I said the government, I said when we're growing up, my dad used to shut us up. Hey, this is it, it's final. As long as we were under him, we had no choice but to listen to him. The moment we became financially independent, we all started speaking up. He will say, do this. We'll say, no, we're not going to do it. And I try my best not to move this same ideology to my children, because sometimes you are tempted to tell your children to shut up. It's tempting. But I've seen some of my friends' parents who allow their children, okay, what do you really want? Okay, this thing you want, we can't do it. They had a dialogue with their kids. What is this Yusuf saying? He says, I know him in person. I don't know you, dude. I don't know you from anywhere. Those children who had dialogues with their parents, even though they did not get what they wanted, at least they felt, they had that feeling of, okay, they are listening to me. That is very important in when a father is dealing with his people. There has to be that semblance of listening to them. That thing has to be there. Even if you don't even do what they, but let them feel that, okay, let me tell you, as a child, there were so many things I was aggrieved about. And as I grew up, I realized that these things that I'm aggrieved about don't even make sense. But at that time, they made sense to me. Let me just block Yusuf here so we can rest. There are things that matter to us, and if not addressed, they will continue to grow. I was having a conversation today on the radio, and they were saying the way our parents raised us now is not good compared to the way parents were raised, or the way children were raised back in the day. Blah 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 blah. And I thought about it, and to be extremely honest with you, the way our parents raised us those days, where we didn't have a voice, is not the ideal way of raising children. We've been shut up for too long, and people are unhappy. Let your children speak. Let your children talk. Hear them. Don't think I don't understand that it's difficult to rule Nigeria. But you see, you signed up for it. You guys in leadership, you signed up for it. You have to hear the people. That's why I struggle sometimes with, do I really want to be a leader? You have to, you can't sleep. You have to listen to the people. You have to listen, no matter how annoying they are, no matter how much they are harassing you, you have to listen to the people. And until you're willing to listen, you will continue struggling with issues. Listen to them. Hear them. The people are not bad people. They just need to be assured. They need someone to hold them by the hand and tell them it's okay. Let me tell you something, yeah? When you lose someone, you know there's nothing anybody can do at that stage. They can't bring the person back. What they need is assurance. What they need is a hand behind them. Don't worry. It is going to be okay. They need soothing words. They can't, nobody's going to come there and expect you to help them resurrect their dead. No. What they need you to do is assure them. Kind, powerful words and action. Kind, powerful words followed by action, not to go and do propaganda. You people are very good at propaganda. You go propagate, finish, go your own. No. If you tell them you are going to give them 8 boreholes, let them see 5. Not that you tell them you give them 8 boreholes, then you give them 2 doro. Say, we'll bring the borehole later. Just be holding this doro. No. Your actions must match your words. You want Nigeria to be civilized. The UK, everybody has a voice. The US, people can talk. They will insult you. Nobody they insult reach me. I come out with a doctrine, I read Bible, they will still insult me. So, thank you all. And I believe that Nigeria, let me put it more like, I believe that you and I have hope. Whether it's going to be as Nigeria or it's going to be as separate entities, are all going to be determined by those who are either going to listen or going to continue not listening. But you and I by the grace of the Almighty God, will have hope. Let us pray for hope. Let us pray for peace. And let us sincerely want this hope and this peace in our hearts. We have hope. Only today, UAE was restricting visas for Nigeria to come and work. Who was it? Let me read this to you. Sorry guys, after I read this, I'll end with it. There's one story I wanted to read to you. Sorry, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Just give me 1 second. It's a very important story it's very important that I share this story. It's from one foreign Yes. Amina Mohammed, United Nations Deputy Secretary General, tells Nigerian youths the world is not ready to take 240 million Nigerians. This is very important. She said, in a statement titled, "Be proud of Nigeria, don't condemn her, don't lose hope," DSG Amina J. Mohammed stated that the world is not ready to take 240 million Nigerian migrants. She further urged Nigerian youths to get involved and make a difference in the country. Look at someone beside you and tell them, involve yourself. I don't want to relocate. I can go and bring you my red passport. With my passport, at least I can go to Romania and sit down and nobody will ever drive me because I'm a Romanian citizen. They can never tell me to come and be going. Worst case scenario, I go there, I say, I have uncles and aunties. Last, they'll give me a biscuit and a glass of milk every day. And the Romanian government will take care of my health. At least I will not be in Nigeria's. I can go visa-free to countries like Canada and stay 3 months. If I get there 3 months, I can begin to apply and change things. But I've not lost hope in Nigeria. As bad as everything is, I don't want to leave. I was still talking on the phone to one of my good friends in the US, one big boy in Atlanta today. And he was like, Daddy Freeze, that just does not want to leave Nigeria. And in all honesty, where do I want to go? It's getting more and more frustrating every day. It's hard for you to go out in the evening and enjoy the Nigeria. Insecurity, I can't even travel to Ibadan without fear. I can't go to other parts of Nigeria. I can barely leave. It's like we're under house arrest. We're allowed only to go to the supermarket and go quickly and come back. It's getting more and more frustrating, and the frustration is choking us. And let us hope it will not choke us to the point where one day I'll just carry my passport and say, you know what, I'm done. There are many of us who want to stay here and fix Nigeria. Let us stay and fix it. By fixing it, I don't mean scattering everything. Let us employ good conscience and ask our leadership to listen to us. They must listen. The consequence of not listening, they will not like. The consequence of listening, talking, is progress. The consequence of not listening is division, apprehension, anxiety, lack of trust. And they will not like those things. Let them continue, or let them start to listen to all of us, especially the younger generation. If you watch movies, series like Vikings and Marco Polo, you would see that no matter how strong a leadership or a rulership is, coming behind them, the younger generation, they're always buck wild and ready to go. The only way you can contain them is through good conscience. Thank you so much, all of you. Do stay blessed. And let's pray and work to make this beautiful country of ours. Let's make it work. Even if we are not staying together, let's live in love and live in love. Let's live in love and live in love. Live as in alive and live as in going. Let's live in love and live in love. Very potent words. Think about them. Take care and God bless.